Welcome to another random dispatch from the island. The island of Maui, that is, which is where you are now. Today's topic is Maui. I want to go there, and how to do so. In this video, I hope to offer you some, oh my god, hold on, hope to offer you a little bit of insight as to how you can actually come out here and experience this beautiful island. Let's start from top tier 1. If you're really well off, you can probably turn this video off right now and just go buy a ticket and rent a room at the most expensive hotel. Done. If you're looking to come out here and you've never been out here and you're looking to do it on a budget, here are a couple of recommendations I have. Depending where you are in the world, you might want to look on sites like cheapoair.com or any of those kind of aggregator sites that look for the best deals. You can find some really good deals. And if you can't, try to find a deal that first goes to Los Angeles or San Diego, more so Los Angeles, but then does a direct flight to either Maui or the international airport is located on Oahu. So play around and see what things add up to with those variables. See what it costs direct to Maui from wherever you're at. Then play with flights to LA with maybe gross layovers. And then play with the idea of going to the island of Oahu first and then just buying a ticket over, because buying a ticket from Oahu to Maui varies from $69 to $150, but it's usually right around there throughout the entire year. So now that you've arrived on Maui with your awesome patience and ticket finding skills, you're gonna need a place to stay. If you have friends, that's a great way. Maybe send me an email, send me a contact, see what's up, see what I'm doing. I might be able to offer you some accommodations. I've been doing Airbnb with my extra bedroom, aka McKenna's bedroom, in the summer. So that's probably one of your best routes, is going on Airbnb.com. If you guys are unfamiliar with that, you basically put your credit card information, search for where you're going. You can rent either a room, an entire house. Sometimes people do, like a van in their yard. So there's a bunch of different options in that reality. There's also Workshare. I don't know the links to the sites, but if you do search for Workshare Maui, there are farms and stuff out here that will put people up for up to sometimes 3 months or longer at a time. You get to stay there for free. In exchange, you provide at least 20 hours, sometimes 30 hours of work per week at the farm. And then you don't have to worry about a roof over your head because they provide it. Some of the farms out here, you'll stay in what are called yurts, Y-U-R-T, and that's basically like a big circular tent with accordion walls that are covered by a heavy-duty tarp-like structure that kind of seals you in. But since you're here on Maui and the season is pretty much the same throughout the year, you don't have to worry about things like coming here in the winter and being cold, because if you're anywhere near sea level, it never really gets cold here, if that makes any sense. So those are your options for accommodations. And then outside of that, you can go to Costco, you can buy a couple of weeks worth of food if you really want to do it on a budget. Oh wait, there's the one last option, which is buying a tent, or getting a tent when you get here, buying a tent at Costco or Walmart or whatever, and just trekking. I'll show you a place that a lot of people camp right now. We'll head there. You want to follow me? Okay, sounds good. There's a place that a lot of people have been camping lately, close to Baldwin Beach here on the North Shore of Maui. And it seems like it's been working out. Typically, you're not supposed to camp in these non-designated areas, and there aren't a whole lot of designated areas on Maui for camping. But there is one clause that frees you from such things. Here on Maui, if you have a fishing pole cast out in the ocean, you can technically camp anywhere. That is a loophole. So if you do buy a tent and you kind of want to camp anywhere you want, you still have to kind of try to be mindful about the location, because the last thing you want is to be getting harassed at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're making that sexy time with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your transsexual friend that's also the other friend for the people. I get confused. But that's the last thing you want, so you still have to be mindful. But if you buy technically, if you buy a small fishing pole and the reel is cast out and the line is in the ocean, you're good to go. So that would be the absolute cheapest route, because then all you're worrying about is your plane ticket and food. And that route is a little trickier. I'd personally rather go with the Airbnb. Oh, by the way, the work trade on the farms, they usually provide you with food as well, so they cover everything. You just get your ass out there, do a little work on the farm, and then yeah, they go ahead and pay for your food. I think it's a little bit of a smorgasbord though, like they put the food out and everyone that's staying on the compound just goes for it. A little bit of modern warfare there. Anyways, so there you go. You're here, and now you just have to worry about food and activities and stuff like that. Really, Maui is the activity, so you can trek around, you can get around this island by hitchhiking pretty easily if you're just tenting it. Even if you have an Airbnb, you can get around the island. There's Uber here, so if you need to get from the airport somewhere, you can Uber it. If you do an Airbnb that's near a beach, you don't really need to have a car. If you do an Airbnb and you're within the public bus system's routes, there you go. You can pretty much get around the entire island on the public bus. But hitchhiking is, I'm not recommending it, but I am saying that there haven't been any real cases of anything gnarly happening to hitchhikers. But same thing, you know, if you're a chick and you're by yourself, use your head. Don't go jump in the car with some hippie at 2 o'clock in the morning and think it's going to be a-okay. Sketchy. But if you're leaving, like here, we're entering Paia town. If you're leaving this place and you're heading back up into the jungle, into Haiku where I live, people are hitchhiking here every day. Every single day. So yeah, then you just have food. And if you have an Airbnb or you're staying in someone's room, you can go to Costco, buy a bunch of food, and just make food for yourself the whole time you're out here. You could get away spending probably like $100 a week or less. Then you'd be good to go. And outside of that, just bring your camera and a good attitude and just experience life here on Maui. It's pretty beautiful. Anyways, that concludes this random dispatch. I was going to show you the 10 spot to show it to you next time, some other time. We're stuck in traffic. All right, catch you on the
Focus on what's real, man.